Haunted night shift mystery. Some nights in the hospital stretch longer than others, and last Thursday was one of those, where the fluorescent lights hum just a little louder, and every shadow seems to lean in. As the only night shift nurse on the East Wing, I thought I was utterly alone, save for the low beeps and shuffles of sleeping patients. But when the morning supervisor pulled me aside, her face was pale in a way that made my skin prickle. She asked, almost accusingly, if I'd been taking extra rounds last night, because the security cameras had footage of me entering rooms I never stepped into. Confused, I checked the feed myself. There I was, my uniform, my gait, pushing open doors I hadn't touched, pausing at bedsides, sometimes just standing there, motionless and watching. The timestamp matched hours when I was charting at the nurse's station, nowhere near those rooms. I laughed it off, blaming the grainy footage in my own tired mind, but the unease stuck with me, especially when I started getting thank yous from patients who'd been too sick or delirious to recognize me. "Thank you for helping me breathe," whispered Mr. Collins, who I hadn't visited all night. "Thank you for sitting with me," said Mrs. Ramos, whose room I deliberately avoided after her outburst earlier. The more I denied it, the more insistent the patients became, recalling midnight conversations I never had, recalling my cold hands resting on their foreheads. One woman described a lullaby in a language I didn't speak. I started to dread the shift, feeling watched by something using my face, my voice, slipping into rooms and lives where I didn't belong. I tried swapping shifts, even cold and sick, but every morning there was more footage, me, haunting the halls, touching the sick, sometimes staring directly into the camera with eyes that weren't mine. Last night, I watched the cameras live, desperate for an answer. At 3:14 a.m., I saw myself glide into the ICU, even as I sat frozen at the monitors, heart pounding. The other me turned slowly, and for a split second, the camera caught its face, my features, but stretched into a grin so wide it split the skin. It looked straight at the lens, then whispered something I couldn't hear. The patients still thanked me every morning, but now, they flinch when I enter, eyes darting past my shoulder, as if searching for the version of me that never left their rooms.